play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. On third down, Vick. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Quite a decision there on fourth down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Perry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Perry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Sean Taylor on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
To throw on 3rd down, Henry. That's complete to his running back, Perry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run with Perry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Score, our home team 8, visitors 7.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Henry. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, Vick. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Rolling to his right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Head too tall Jones on the tackle. A gain of 5.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On third down, Jackson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Chase Young gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. Here's Jackson to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll run on first down. Vick, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, Vick, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Hands it off out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Charles Haley, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Off the play fake, Henry. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Sean Taylor made the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Henry. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Nick Bolton. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Henry. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Cordero Patterson from 13 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The Hall of Famer, Too Tall Jones there on the stop. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 44, Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Henry eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Henry. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And some space here. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shit.
He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And what a big-time play there. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah. Now
you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ted Hendricks.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On the give, this is their fullback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me, because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A huge play there on 4th down. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline, because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.